Alright, we've got a 2021 LT1 Camaro here.
It is good in. Header and head camera.
This thing's got an oil leak. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Does that look like an oil leak to you, buddy?
Oh my God. It's an oil filter.
Think I'm bullshitting?
The oil filter's loose.
No way.
Oh, me crocodile.d.
Yeah, well, at least this thing's going to be getting sealed back up. Looks, oh yeah, she's coming from the front area. See, we got a drip up there on the motor mount.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll have to get this down. Get down and get to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll work on that right now. She's up front, the oil leak, for sure. I'll bet you somebody spilled some oil when they were filling her up.
That's what you're going on?
I mean, that's the only reason, like, logical thing I see. It's fresh oil.
So, you're going with the just got the oil change before it came here. Classic.
I mean, no, that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
That it happened at its last oil change.
So you're saying it's fresh?
I mean, by
Did you
yeah.
taste it?
By like it hasn't been in an engine.
Because it needed to be, it's like locked if it has. Because he was using locked. Not worth my time. Yeah, no. And he's done so many.
See if the thing was turned up in the ECU or anything.
Alright, Garrett, we're soaking, buddy.
You said you are doing flex fuel on this?
Yep, sure am.
I always get confused because I always like looking for the laser etching, but those are only on the LS7 ones.
Oh, they're on there too, aren't they?
Mm-mm. They don't have like the RPM etching.
Oh, not the RPM etching.
Yeah.
But they say,
You do say.
Frankenstein, don't they?
Yeah, on the little side piece.
God, Andrew that used to work here used to swear by Milwaukee, dude. Andrew, I know you're out there watching. You're a fucking Milwaukee rider. Motherfucker's got a electric chainsaw, Garrett.
Nice.
Red grease? Shit, this thing's got red grease all over it.
Is this thing getting valve covers?
Yeah.
What color?
I'm not sure. I think red.
This thing's looking good. What all you have left, Eric? Just wrapping up the catch can and then insert.
For the catch can, then I gotta do the exhaust.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Might need Matt over
My
here.
arm is on my way home. I'm like, you want to meet us for the time? She's like, thank you.
Alright, I'll need you over here, Matt. Watch your ass, Garrett might be right up it.
Yeah, I know.
That's looking pretty straight. It's close. Doable.
I think you consume more pizza than anyone I know.
I mean, I'm sure. I love it. I was gonna say let's go to Prospero's today and get that buffalo chicken pizza, but
Ooh.
I've had a lot of pizza these past couple days, so I figured I'd go somewhere else.
All right, 21 Camaro, got a full stage 3 package, so our heads cam package, everything that comes with that, 2-inch headers, rotofab, air intake, MSD intake manifold, Nick Williams 103, DSX flex fuel kit, Motion Raceworks catch can, our valve covers, and it came from Georgia. Let's see what she's got. Good power first pull, 589, 492. It's good power first pull. Baseline 402. So it's up 190, 187 basically so far on the first pull. It's pretty stout. Added a little bit of timing and a little bit of fuel. .96, 497 torque. Garrett's complaining because he stopped drinking caffeine, energy drinks or whatever like 2 days ago, and he's like, oh, I've been sleeping terrible. Went down a little bit. I added a little bit more fuel. 591, 495 torque. That's fine on pump. I'm gonna put some E in this thing. Get some E ready for this thing. All right, 45% E. I just cycled it around so this thing's nice and fucking hot. So we'll see how much it actually picks up. .603 is actually fairly rich too. 503 torque. So it picked up 8 torque, 12 horsepower from its previous pull. .604, 504. I'm gonna let this thing chill for a bit. Let it cool down for like 20 minutes or so. E went down a little bit from getting circulated around more. It's 45%. .605, 506. I'll do one more. Look at you, you're learning.
I thought it was plus. That's why I clicked it.
606.99 and 506 torque. We'll see if we can squeak a little bit more. .611, 507. And it's on 45% E. Pretty stout. I mean, if we get it up to like 60 or something, it might make another 5 or so horsepower maybe. I don't think it would hit 620, but maybe. Either way, it's stout. So it picked up 200 horsepower. NA.
More than 200.
Yeah, over 209 actually. Fucking NA. That's rowdy. That's it. It's pretty fucking badass. All right, we're in a 21 Camaro. It made, what the hell did this thing make? It made really good power actually. Made 611 on like 45% E, which is shocking because this thing baselined really low. Baseline 402. Usually it'll dyno like 20 or 30 more than that. But whatever, it ended up making a lot of power. Transport, I think, is getting it tomorrow morning. I think this car is from Georgia. So I'm just doing a little final check. Make sure this thing runs and idles good. It's a manual car. This is like an LT1 SS. For those of you who know, it's like, so you can see it's got like cloth seats and stuff like that. I'm assuming these things are like significantly lighter than like the regular Camaros with like leather and all the options and all that stuff. But this thing's nice. It's got different wheels and stuff on it. It looks good. 16,000 miles on it. Should run pretty good. I mean, 611 NA is pretty stout. We've done a couple that have made around there. I don't know if we've ever done one that has made 620 or not. We maybe have. I don't remember. But, and this thing probably would, like I said, if I put more E in it, it probably would. It also would with like a bigger cam. We don't like to do like big cams in our shit. Just because, I mean, to me, if it picks up 10 horsepower but drives like shit, it's just not, it's not worth the extra horsepower in my opinion. I'd rather drive damn near close to stock and make 10 less than, you know, some other car that drives like shit. And, you know, when you're ripping on it, it makes 10 extra more horsepower. I mean, who cares? At least that's my opinion on it. I've driven and built and tuned enough of these things that that's what I think the vast majority of people will be happy with. Regardless of some of those people like, oh, I'd rather have the 10 extra horsepower. Drive that thing for a couple months and I think you might choose the perfect drivability or damn near perfect drivability over 10 extra horsepower. I can promise you that. Open and close driver window. Okay, let me reset that window for you, pal. I did, bro. Okay, had to re-index the windows. This thing is probably not gonna hook up in second gear, so maybe I'll just do a third. Third gear up. Data log looks perfecto. I always like to pull these when I drive them, and I put them in like weird scenarios to like make sure that they don't stall or anything like that. Like I'll like rev it up and push on the clutch and slam in the brakes and with the clutch in, clutch out, all kinds of different scenarios that the normal person would probably never ever do or experience. But those are the types of scenarios to where, you know, you want to make sure it's good there. That way, you know, whatever. It should never be in those situations, but if it doesn't stall in those situations, it more than likely will never stall. Yeah, second gear on this tire is not, that's traction control on too. This thing's fun, man. I mean, you gotta think, this is like Heads Cam C6Z power, obviously with a little more weight. I mean, this thing probably weighs, if I had to guess, 1,000 pounds more than a C6Z. C6Zs are like 3,100-ish, depending on, you know, if they're 2LZ, 3LZ, 1LZ, whatever. 3,100-ish. That lady just fucking cut off that bus. Kid in the back is waving at me. I guess he liked the car. But yeah, so it's C6Z power, and it weighs 1,000 more pounds. But so I mean, obviously that's a lot of weight, but still, I mean, this thing will be fun. You gotta think, this thing picked up 210 horsepower NA from when it came here. That is a lot. I mean, that's like, you know, blower territory is 150 to 200, depending on boost and shit like that. And, you know, those of you that know or don't know, LT1 stock pistons suck. That's why we always do the drop-in rods and pistons whenever these things are going boost. You can really only put like 6 pounds on these things really safely, 6-7 pounds. And even at 6-7 pounds, you got to figure the general blower setup is 20 horsepower per pound. So you got to think you're only going to pick up 120 to 140 horsepower. God, give me a thumbs up. 120 to 130 horsepower with that boost. So, you know, you can do headers and a cam and a blower on 6 pounds, and it will probably pick up 200 horsepower, probably pick up around the same as we did with this. But this, like I said, this thing's NA, so that's super impressive. Obviously, we put flex fuel on it too, but still, I mean, even on pump gas, I think it almost picked up 200. Yeah, it went from 402 to 596, so it picked up 194 horsepower just on 93 octane. So that's pretty stout, honestly. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that's stout. Sorry, I'm flipping through like these. When they're like the LT1 versions, they have like the way different dash and stereo and stuff. So they don't like have, maybe they have as many like things you can look at, but just, I don't know, it's different. I think we've only done like 2 of these cars that are like that. So it's like, I guess, new to me. So I'm just dicking around in the dash. It had an average speed, which I thought was funny. It was only like 37 miles an hour, but did it have an average speed? Where did I could have swore I saw average speed somewhere. Yeah, average speed, 37.7 miles an hour. Which I should have reset that and and checked it on the dyno, because obviously it would have been more than that. But either way, this thing runs pretty good. Transport will be here tomorrow for it, and like I said, I believe it is from Georgia, so should be happy with it. So hopefully he enjoys it, and on to the next.